Where are you, darling?
You there, lizard? I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to somewhat eccentric chatter. He wears a large bronze pendant with a dragon stamped into it. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a me go. Otherwise, don't waste my time.
Yeah, what of it?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of ya! No, just 'cause the pair of you...
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. Do you? You seem fine. Don't you feel how tight this collar is? And there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
It's too tight.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your bit blue just as
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, oh. 1,000 bottles of dust. 50 bottles of tears, oh. Say, I don't know the ancient empire that is. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars. Blimey, must be real fun parties you throw back home. Slave folk like myself, eh? Go kiss a rat's behind, why don't you?
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly we find...
The kin's brow knits together, then apart and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Why? Recognize you? Of course I recognize you. You're the Red Prince. That's about as obvious as a very obvious thing. Your point? My mind? What else, kin? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? No doubt the two are related. Perhaps if we can reverse the cause of our misfortunes, we can stop this madness before it goes any further.
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods. The smell, though.
I'm gonna give you one more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
house.
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
With you? Where do you think you are, snake-face? Palace grounds? But if it's a good gutting you're looking for, I'll be glad to bash in another lizard's brain.
Mine. Oh, 10 bottles of mead. 1,000 bottles. Whoa! Tears out. Make hinges rust.
worms take you. Healer! Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous. What in his death? So the void woken not attracted the source, but fire. When another divine rises, will the source change back?
Cockle, clam. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see, I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. You speak fiercely. You speak without fear. You are a warrior, a being of power, and ever in need of it. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. I give my word. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? A prince, no less. Don't think I ever had the honor. Must be strange for you here among us poor folk. You here alone, Sir Prince?
She gives you a long look.
You think twice about facing this mean world alone, eh? Someone to drink to in the evenings, someone to hold at night. If you got those, some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Used to be I had a family, a husband and a little boy. We were here, then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured, maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Poor fella. Can't imagine such a thing myself.
She looks out over the waves. For a while, the sound of them lapping on the beach is the only thing you hear.
Don't we make for a fine couple? Here I am pining over my family. Here you are pining over yours. In such different ways, too.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute. Listen to me, bubbling on like a cauldron. You're sweet to listen. And yes, they were lovely. Totally lovely. I'll see him again before I'm gone for good. You run along now, darling. You shouldn't spend what little time you've got left here listening to an old bleeding heart.
found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when you're 6 feet under. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance. It's stabbing time.
Is he? You there, lizard? Have you seen him? None of your business. Where is he?
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue just to this round.
What of it? Yeah, what of it?
Don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you...
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Shh! Quiet! Better if they don't take notice. They'll only make it move. It won't budge. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
She breathes deeply into the pipe.
Thank you. Ah!
You there. You just arrived, isn't that right? Are you... It's just... I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. But it's hardly a group affair. I only need one. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Are you interested? Attaboy. Who wouldn't? Finally, someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of... There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. What? You think I'm being lazy? No, this is sheer pragmatism. I already tried to retrieve the item, but I don't have the... You see, I need someone who can handle themselves in a scrap. The item's within a crocodilian nest on a beach nearby. I'll mark the position for you. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those lizards... Pardon?
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
The fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to you?
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight-shooting woman in those days, but now she's madder than a cuckoo in twice as loud.
What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void woken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Please, I'm sorry, but you must leave. My baby's terrified of lizards. She may be hiding from you even now. Irma! Irma, darling, are you here? Please, sweetheart, where are you? Thank you. Good... Irma? Irma?
She's gone, Farah.
Gone!
She's gone, Farah.
Come on, old
Gone!
man. I can't wait all day.
Don't like the game stops you can fold.
No, just because the pair of you are filthy, cheating liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey. It appears confused, and yet somehow compelled to continue.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. A kin, is it? A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. Doubly so for a lizard traitor. It's a pity she couldn't die twice. Easy enough to say in times of peace, but look around. We're standing on the edge of the end. The void woken are coming, Scale Shedder. And it's only the divine order that can protect us.
You push you. I want only bread.
Come on then, Lexi. Play up.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend, even if your kind has displeased the god so terribly of late.
You keep his name out of your mouth.
You know what I mean, Lizard. The dwarves and elves are no better. The lot of you would drag us all into oblivion with your blind devotion to Source. The time of Source is over. You're the slave here, enslaved by a life without divinity in your heart. Embrace it.
Come on, then.
An odd-looking young woman is staring intently at the statue to the divine, fingers curled rigidly at her sides. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
You are tall and red. What's your name? I'm Losa. Pleased to meet you. I've given a few shows around Reaper's Coast. Might be you saw a poster or a flyer. Might be you even heard about the, incident.
Come on, Lexi. Hey up.
I find any bread. I want no trouble.
Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill. There was a great crowd. They were really feeling it. But I guess it was too good. I had me a little sauce flare-up. Everyone went a bit, I don't know, wild. I snapped out of it before anyone got hurt, but the Magisters caught me backstage afterwards. Really? Are you hospitable too? Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Feels like just one, strangely enough. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually... So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you interested in?
I want a bread.
Come on, Lexi. Hey up.
I find any bread. I want no
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God. Will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long...
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, there.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? All manner of things. Have a look.
Have you, cud?
Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft? Disgusting like threats?
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. A low, resonant vibration hums somewhere deep within you. Your knees buckle. The hum grows louder, the world tilts and fades.
A shrine, by the looks of it.
Hey. Hi.
The old king responds.
So, this is Fort Joy.
What a crumbling disaster.
Need something in the kitchen, do you?
Perhaps it's those bleeding
Heading into
dwarves.
the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you. Well, he runs this place and everyone in it, including you. Better to make yourself useful to him if you're stuck here anyway. That's what I did. Nice and slow. Need something in the kitchen, do you?
The delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
So, what's the news?
Hurry, eh? My number could be up any minute.
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake. Am I awake? I think I need a pinch. Or, no, hang on. It's you. They said you'd be red, but I didn't think so very red. Oh, yes. Of course you have, Prince of Princes. Yes, indubitably. I need to parley with you further, sire. Meet me, please, Prince, at my abode. Ocean view, rag ceiling, carpets of finest sand. Wondrous, yes. Come, talk to me there, your highness. They really want you to. Good. Close by as the gull flies.
He suddenly leans in, and his voice drops to...
We play the fool among fools, the sage among sages. You'll find me somewhat more coherent in privacy. That is a promise, Prince. Ah, there you are. All rugged and ragged. How the mighty have fallen, hmm? Ascension. Ah, just the word. Just the thing the visions show me over and over, spinning like a windmill, incessantly. The they I spoke of, O Majesty, are my dreams, the brain born of sleep. I see you in my wondrous foggy fantasies, sire. They speak to me. They say that you are the one that... But there are those that oppose the change. There are those that want you quite dead. I do not know. I cannot say. Myself without guts would mean yourself without glory, Your Majesty. See, this is the very X in the crux of the capital M'd matter, Prince. What we must speak of is very delicate. What I must know, I do not know when I'm awake. What I must tell you out in the great sleep. It's quite simple, really. You and I must simply close our eyes and let... Then we shall meet in the great realm of dreams, where the whispers will reach me, and through me, their words will be yours. Like slapping a king cobra whose sister you just addressed with a vulgar epithet. Oh, yes. But we will only walk its outer edge, I assure you. There really is there. There's... Dear me, this is frightfully embarrassing for a dreamer to say, but, I find myself quite unable to... I want to aid you, of course, my lord. Indeed, I need to aid you. But I am in just as desperate a need of my medicine. Yes, a kick to the head. But not one of the arm or the stick, no. The leaf that enlightens. Divinity. Should I partake of the leaf, Prince, we will both know what it is the spirit of sleep wants us to tell you. Not, quite. No. See? I have some, yes, but I stole it. They think it was an elf. I'm torn, Your Highness. I should return the Divinity and set the elf free, but I really, really want to dream and see. No, I suppose it wouldn't. But I remain torn. What to do with it? Hand it over? Oh, if I'm...
Stingtail digs into his pocket, and with the sulking look of a child surrendering its hard-earned candy, he hands you a couple of oranges.
The Drudeni's inside the oranges, Prince. Do with it what you...
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet, baring its teeth.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Why, look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love?
An old deep poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out. Lucky you came out of it at all. Plenty of folks around of here haven't, and it's me who ends up wrist deep in the gore.
Oh, out my...
The man sleeps so deeply, he might as well be dead to the world.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide...
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross now. A little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. Maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about inside and set your memory straight. Would that please you? Can you not remember now? Where does the yarrow grow? Where?
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips.
You now, a little query. Maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about. Are you mad? Yarrow loves the beach. Yarrow loves the sand.
I'm fading.